Thinking of you, I'm thinking of you.
I first met Jack, actually, so I did the album, the Stimulus package with Jake 1 and Freeway, 2010 maybe, and when I was working on the record, basically they had a lot of the beats, just like raw beats and stuff, and then Jake 1 would bring me in and I would like add a lot of extra instrumentation to the stuff and really flesh it out. Or if they had samples, I'd replace the samples with like original stuff that we did in the studio. And at one point Jake hit me up and was like, yo, Freeway is really juiced about what you're doing to the album. He said he loves the vibe that you're adding to it. Let him know if you ever need anything from him, and he's got you. And I was like, oh word, well I'd love to like get a verse or a collab with Freeway or something like that. And one day I got a call from Jake and it was like, Freeway's in town, go to the lab now. And I'm like, okay. So what is it? He's like, go to this place called 17 Hertz in Hayward. And he gave me the address. All right, I think he was just like, 17 Hertz, look it up. So I looked it up, and I'm like, okay, it's in Hayward. So I go down there. He's like, Freeway will be there to record or whatever. So he said it's all good to come through. So I go down there, and I'd never been to 17 Hertz. I'd never met any of the cats over there before. And I get there and I'm just like, okay, well, what's the deal? I didn't know how to get into the place. I just could tell I could see that there was a couple guys hanging out front. I figured they were rappers. So I'm like, oh, what's up? I'm here to see Freeway. Is anybody around? And they're like, oh, I don't know, but this is the place. So I'm like, okay. I go inside, and of course, like, nobody knows I'm coming, and Freeway's not there. So, but who is there is Jacka. And I'm like, oh, what's up, dude? I'm Koop, and Freeway told me to come through. I did some work with him on this Stimulus package. He's like, oh, you worked on the Stimulus package? Cool, man, come on in. So Jack just was like, oh, Freeway? It's all good, it's love. So he showed me love right from the jump. And so at that time, Jack and the mob figures had a heavy resonance at 17 Hertz. So I would go down there. That was the first time I went down there, and I remember just like, eventually Freeway rolled through, and they were in the midst of doing the Highway Robbery album. And just that first night, it was crazy because I seen them do so many songs. It was just like, it was like a song factory. They would somebody would put on a beat. Like I said, Jack would roll a blunt or whatever, smoke it in the booth. Same, Freeway didn't even write his verses down, so he would just sit there and talking to himself and rapping to himself a little bit. Then he would hit the booth and record his verse. I never seen him write none down, and I feel like Jack didn't either. He kind of was, maybe he wrote a little bit on his phone, but same thing. He would just mostly be rolling the blunt, and he would just kind of rap to himself a little bit. And by the time he was finished smoking the blunt, he was in the booth and cut his verse. And so I watched them cut a lot of the records that ended up on that Highway Robbery, and we didn't even record the song that I was trying to do that first night. So I kept coming back, and eventually I did get to play some beats that first time, and everybody's like, oh, okay, they were dope. And like Irk the Jerk had just hit with Right Here, so he was in there, and I think he was on the record too. And what I'm saying, so I met a lot of folks down there, all the mob figure cats, Joe Blow, and a bunch of them cats. So I would play some beats, and I could tell they were feeling them, and I just kept coming back and bringing, hot new material and stuff. And matter of fact, I would go home and like, okay, I'm gonna make some stuff for these guys. So I kind of tried to get into the specific vibe of what they were doing, and it was really insightful to see what kind of beats they liked and what kind of beats they were picking to rap over and stuff. So eventually, I would come down with beats, and I had figured out the sound, and I could tell a few of them I played, and Jack was like he really liked them. And I could tell that to him they were special because he wasn't about to just hop on them right away. And I could tell some stuff he would just hop on and be like, and then you never hear about it again or whatever. And it's just like, okay, well, some of them, sometimes you hear stuff where they really cared, and sometimes it's just they would just do it, and you know what I'm saying. But so I could tell a few of them he was waiting for the right moment to really hop on. Let's see if I can pull one up. Yeah.
another rap that I'm ready to spit. It sound like this, my name is Jack. I'm knocking niggas off like a 30-round Mac. You don't get lost, you gon' feel it in your naps. They don't feel it now, they feel it when you smack, nigga. All my niggas was born with crack in them. Housing projects filled up with blacks in them.
Flow so sick, I bet you get the bubble guts. Keep a Billy G on the side, that's the Uncle Buck. That's a 4-5, if you didn't know, man. Get you hooked up, shit like cocaine. You never shot a cow before. Caliber, but I shot a cow before. Scavenger, plus a couple melons is nothing. Gallagher, strapped every day of the year. Calendar.
Fresh and fresh, nobody know me. Know how I rock, but you don't really know me. If it's you better have one only. You better have one only. Fresh and fresh, nobody know me. Ask your girl if you wanna know about me. You better have one only. You better have one only.
Pocket full of tree and a filled up brick. Has you a pimp if you do not limp. No man, only get lie we feel. Started moving hard and Louis y'all we wear. Gotta stay fly cause we gon' die out here. Try and get my mind back and remember why I'm here. Lost, anything, same color as soy sauce. And I'm on my brain, can't drain from the boy we bought. Contemplate this dream, slap the beam on the 12 bar. Dip back on the scene, make it rain on the nigga house. Cause he smacked my knee, can't sleep till I kill him off. Peeling off in my 7-0, feeling like a buck. Jerry got my head feeling heavy, age on my cough. Wet niggas like I broke the levee when it's fully sparked.